In this video, we are touring Ezebil Boarding Facilities, a brand new dog hotel that's setting the standard for pet care. Join me as we explore the facilities, meet the team, and learn why Ezebil is the perfect choice for dog owners who want the best for their pets. Now let's get right into today's episode.
So I'm Kim Hechler from Germany, and just keep watching GH Dog TV and have fun with this channel.
Welcome to GH Dog TV on #1 Dog TV for all dog lovers, and my name is Solo One. You can call me the dog blogger. If you're new on our channel, you kindly subscribe to our channel and then you hit on the notification bell icon for more exclusive and amazing dog content. You follow us on all of our social media handles: Facebook, Instagram at GH Dog TV. You follow our blog: Facebook, Instagram, X and TikTok at GH Dog Blogger. Today we are at East Legon in the Greater Accra region of Ghana. A few weeks ago, a beautiful boarding facility was unveiled. We are right here. We've come to visit, and I have the boss man right here. We're going to get all of the details and everything, and I'm sure you're going to love it. Now I have the boss man right here. Boss man, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much for having me on your show, and thank you for also giving the opportunity to introduce myself to your audience. I am Ezekiel Twenintaba Yimbel, a proud owner of Ezebil Enterprise, and then I'm also a recent graduate from one of the prestigious universities in Ghana here, which I completed as with accounting and finance degree. But today I'm here to talk about dogs because of love for dogs, instead of me sitting in the banks and counting figures.
Congratulations on your graduation, and congratulations on your new facility as well. I know you already have a pet shop. He owns a pet shop. He's a groomer. Pick the contact details on our screen if you want to link up with him for your pet products. If you want him to groom your dogs for you, for training as well, link up with him. So he has unveiled this beautiful place, Ezebil Boarding Facilities, and we are going to talk about it. So, boss man, why Ezebil Boarding Facilities?
That's an interesting question. The reason for this boarding facility was for the purpose that most of my clients that I do work with them, as he rightly said, I do grooming, training, and provision of pet accessories. And then some of these clients, they often travels, and whenever they travel, they don't know where to keep their dogs. And then some of them, they'll leave the dog with family members who are not dog lovers. And in return, they see the dog in a mess. Some of them are matted, and with my experience, I have groomed a lot of matted dogs where the problem was I had traveled and I left the dog with my family member. And I want to assure you, it's not all family members that love dogs like you do. So when you leave the dog with them, how they treat the dog will not be as you. But as someone like me who is a dog lover and I have dogs at heart, I decided to put upon myself that, okay, then let me open something called Dogs Boarding Facilities. Some also call it hostel. So as if these clients are traveling, they're able to bring their dogs around, and then I'll take care of them till they return back. And that's the main motive behind this. And because of our training section too, we also meet cases where some dogs need rehab, and then such dogs, you can't leave them with their owners there to continue with the training. For that matter, you have to bring the dog to the house. Bring it to the house means you have to get a place for that particular dog. And also part of the reason why we opened this boarding facility, to rehabilitate dogs that are, in the situations that the owner will not be able to handle. And also to, receive dogs for our client that would like to travel and wouldn't know where to keep their dogs. Yeah.
This is beautiful. Beautiful dog boarding hotel. This is a dog hotel. The contact details are on our screen right here. The contact details are on our screen. If you want to link up with Ezebil Boarding Facilities, just pick the contact details, and trust me, you're going to love it. And talking about not all family members are dog lovers, let me share an experience with you. Somebody actually called me and he told me that he had a dog. He was traveling. He left it with his family members. The person he left it with, they were not dog lovers. Unfortunately, the dog went to hide under the car, and then the car just ran over the dog. I don't think if the owner was there, that thing would have happened. Even though it's an accident, but I'm sure he would have definitely made it. So if you're traveling, the contact details are on our screen. Link up with Ezebil Boarding Facilities. My encounter with Ezebil, I know he's a dog lover. Even when he's grooming the dogs, you should see the passion. If you bring him here, you bring your dogs here, man, I'm telling you, they are in safe hands. So Ezebil, what's the requirement? Somebody wants to bring their dog. What's the age limit? What are they to do? Take us through.
Oh, okay. Before you bring your dog to Ezebil Boarding Facility, we have a form that you're supposed to fill, and those form is usually the name of the client and some few things. But some requirement that you need to, have when you are bringing your dog is the vaccination card, for us to be sure that the dog has been vaccinated. To date, before we admit the dog, and the dog have to also be treated against fleas and ticks, because some dogs, the environment they are, they may have the fleas or ticks without you seeing, and before you realize, you are bringing it to other dogs which are innocent. So we want you to treat your dogs against fleas and ticks. And third one is the dog must be groomed before you join the other dogs, because the dogs move from another environment to join our boarding facility. So we have to groom the dog before we receive the dog. And the fourth one has to do with the food. You have to come with the dog food. With this, most clients often ask why did they have to bring their food after paying for the boarding facility. The reason is we don't have any problem providing dog food, but dog, they have poor digestive system. So change of diet, they are not able to adjust to it. Some of them, it lead to diarrhea, which is also known as running stomach. And when that happens, it's not only just the running stomach that the dog will run will be the problem, but sometimes it leads to other complications. So in order to avoid this, we just have to, cut down the cost in such a way that when you are bringing your food to the boarding facility, you wouldn't feel the pain in paying for the boarding facility. So we reduce the price in such a way that that's cover up you bringing the dog food to the facility as well. Yeah.
That is beautiful. You heard it from the boss man right here. Boss man, let me ask this thing as well. You've talked about the food, you've talked about some of the requirements and all of that. Let's say somebody has a 5-week-old puppy. The person is traveling. Can the person bring it? Let's talk about the age of the dogs.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the age limit is so very important. We wouldn't receive a dog that is between the age of day 1 to, 3 months old. Anything above 3 months old, we'll consider, because within that age, we expect the dog to be in an environment where kind of well protected. Here is a boarding facility, and it consists of various dogs from different environments. Some of them have a different behavior. We have to always be on them to control how they are reacting towards each other. So if you bring a dog that is puppy, the dog will really struggle, and it will also take more of attention from us. We have to make sure that we always have a special time for, and if there's any outbreak, that puppy will be in danger. So we only want the dog that's above 3 months, at least 5 months and above is cool. We can accept the dog. And also, when you are bringing your dog to, you have to try as much as possible to ensure that the dog's on a leash and a collar for easy handling. There are some clients so far, some of them, they brought their dog without collar, and then if you want to carry the dog, it's a problem. So at least let your dog be on a collar and a leash before you bring it around. Yeah.
Nice one, dog lovers. You heard it from the boss, but you know what to do. Contact details are on our screen. Location is East Legon in the Greater Accra region of Ghana. You search Ezebil Enterprise on Google Map. It will bring you right here. I'll take you to the pet shop. The pet shop and the boarding facility is not far. It's just a stone throw away. So Ezebil, we will go and check out inside, and also I've seen that there are some dogs already right here at this pet hotel. So we are going to go inside and all of that. And I'm sure that you also, if somebody is bringing their dog, they want the dog trained as well, you can do that.
Yes, we do train as well. As I mentioned earlier, one of the reasons why we open these boarding facilities for the rehab. So which is where training. As I speak, I have 2 dogs here that are under rehabilitation. The owner called me, 3 months ago, that she's outside the country, and then she had left the dog with someone, but the person's not taking care of the dogs well. They left the dogs in an uncompleted building, and the dog had become so wild. Not even the caretaker can carry them or go close to them. They become so wild. So she was suggesting to put the dogs to sleep. Doberman, very nice Doberman. So I was like, no, I can do something about it. At least I can help bring the dogs to my facility and then train them to tame them down so that you come and pick your dogs with a little consequence that you're supposed to pay. Yeah.
We're going to check out the dogs. And dog lovers, let me tell you that we're also going to speak to an in-house vet right here. An in-house vet is going to give us some more details. So, Ezebil, let's go inside and take us through. Okay, so we're about to tour Ezebil Boarding Facilities. We are going inside. Wow. There are some dogs already here.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Wow, there's some fun here. Very, 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 very chilled atmosphere.
All right, that's true. These two small dogs you are seeing here, this called Na, and Na came for boarding, and then this so-called Zuris. Zuri also came for boarding. They are like from one mother, one father. I would say the owner they are for one owner. The person traveled for 12 days and decided to just leave them here, so that once she's even one of my customers or my clients. Oh, yes.
Big shout outs to the owner of Na. Your baby is here. Can you pull him out so that
Yes. Now can come out. Now it's a bit shy. Okay. Yeah, so whenever I open them, before she's able to move around here, I have to walk her to the middle there so that she can move around to do her business. But when I open her here, because of the other dogs around, she will just hide. She wouldn't go out because of fears. But for the past 2 days, I noticed she's not getting the confidence. So when you bring your dog here, it doesn't only come with only just leaving your dog for a boarding facility and then traveling, but the dog also gain confidence with around other dogs as well. Yes, and then one thing I notice about some of the dogs here is if they come, some of the very first day, 2 days, you see them doing their business inside the cage, but because of the routine that we are giving to them, for them to move out, the time they are supposed to go out, the time they're supposed to be inside. I mean, it helped a lot of them to understand that doing their business inside the cage is not allowed. If you can, they've been here since 1 p.m. thereabout. I came to check around them. If you see inside the cages, it's still neat. But the first day they brought them, this girl peed on her bed. This girl also did the same. But now they don't do it because they know that after 5 again, I'll take them out, and they're able to control it, so I take them out. So if these dogs, you come and pick your dogs from here, and you ask for guidance on how we handle them, we give you the tutorial, and you go and continue. You have your dog train potty. Meanwhile, you are supposed to pay us money to train the dog potty for you, but for the dog staying with us, automatically has learned the potty train.
It becomes a bonus and a plus. Beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
And then we have the dog beds right here. Beautiful place. Wow, I didn't notice there's a beautiful dog. But let me get to this place. I see vaccination card, medication, clothing, food, and wow, this is beautiful. Some leashes and everything. This is beautiful. This is beautiful.
So I can open it for you to see. This is the vaccination card. So when you bring your dog, and we require the vaccination card is part of the requirement. When you bring it and we check it, and you think you can't take it back, we'll receive it and put it here for you. When we keep it here and you come, we'll just pack your thing back to you and then give it to you. When you come and you can take it back, we see it and be sure that yes, the vaccination is up to date. Then we can just let you take your card away. But if you can also take the card away, you want to leave it with us, that's this where we'll keep it. And then where you can see medication or first aid, we have some of the dogs, they come with also kind of medication. So these dogs I'm talking about, Zuris under medication, and this hair medicine. So if your dog comes, we'll just write the name on it, and then we'll keep the medicine. The time that you're supposed to give the medicine to the dog, we'll make sure we do all that. And we are dedicated in doing all this. All these medicine too you are seeing here is for the Cancos over here. She had a tick fever the day they were bringing her. So they have to pass to their vet, which is Dr. Connie. So after the treatment, they came along with the medicine. And I've been giving this medicine. It got finished. I have to go in for a new one. So which means we are not just taking care of the dogs, but we are doing it as if they are our dogs. Yes. So this side is to keep all the medicine. I mean, if your dog comes and you need to be given the medicine, when you bring it, we'll keep it here for you. Right.
There's the clothing, the food, and
yes, food, water bowls, where you're supposed to keep the water bowls, shampoo, and then wound oil. If the dog have kind of a problem in the wound and you came in the wound oil, we'll make sure we have a place we're supposed to keep it so that it wouldn't pour and mix up with other things. And then if it's a fish oil, it has to also be kept in a different place. So that's the purpose of this wardrobe. Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And so there's this beautiful. So there's this beautiful. Can we have a look at this beautiful canic also here? Okay. Wow.
All right, Robin.
Dog lovers, have a look at this dog right here at this pet hotel. Wow, that's a beautiful canic also.
Yes. Okay, Robin. Actually, when she came the first day, the guy working here couldn't handle her because she tried biting him and he got frightened. So the woman have to help. So they'll just put it inside here until I returned back. And when I came back, I realized she was a bit hyper and ready to bite. I find means to get it back. As I'm speaking to you, we've not gotten to a month yet, but she doesn't back at people anyhow. You see how she's not playful. She wasn't like this. So she's not ready. When you ask her high five, she listen, sit, she let down, she does. Just a month, and we have 4 months to train this dog. So when you bring your dog, we train the dog for 3 months here, and the last month we'll bring it to your dog, train you to also train the dog. The last month. So if there's any problem, you call up, we come in, then we address the issue with you.
This is beautiful, dog lovers. We're still right here at Ezebil Boarding Facilities, and we've just checked out Robin the canic also. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. That's a beautiful canic also. That's a beautiful canic also, right there. Okay, so Ezebil, we'll move on to the next place. Wow, this is one of I see one of the finest breeds. They are not very common at all. Wow, wow, wow.
And these are actually my own dogs. That's English Bulldog. And then I said the female has been crossed, and we are expecting puppies soon. So if you need some, you can start. Just eyeing us, and if anything, we'll let you know. But they are not. She hasn't. Kind of show any heaviness in the pregnancy, but we are perceiving something like that.
This is beautiful. Dog lovers, have a look at this beautiful.
In the male too. Yeah, the male too is actually available for mating. So if you have a female and you would like a male dog to cross, just hit up. That's a cool price.
Sharp. You know what to do. The contact details are on our screen. Link up with Ezebil. Ezebil, can you open them so that we have a clearer look at these English bulldogs? So nice. So we go to the next.
Okay.
All right.
Stay there. Sit. Sit. Stay there. Stay there. Okay. So
Beautiful.
That's humble. No. Shh. Go back. Yes, that's humble. And those two inside there are the Doberman I said they are under rehabilitation. Now they are kind of, even first, myself standing here, they'll back at me. But now they know that if they back, I'll ask them to stop. And that's it. They are just standing there looking at me and then giving their usual sound.
This is beautiful, dog lovers. I've told you that if you are traveling, if you're going somewhere, if you're looking for a pet hotel, boarding facility, Ezebil Boarding Facilities has got you covered. We're not done yet. I still have other people to talk to right here. But then before I speak to the other people, Ezebil, give us your final message.
First of all, I would like to appreciate you yourself for the hard work and then the love you have for all we dog lovers in the industry. The industry is kind of enclosed, but with your effort, I've seen a lot of people even calling from far distances just to reach out to proper dog service, and it's due to your work, and we'd like to appreciate you for that. And also thanks to all your followers, and then thanks to all dog lovers out there. We are waiting to see you guys showing the love to your dogs like Big Solo is doing, like some of us are also doing. So one message I will have for all my clients out there, all your followers out there, and all dog lovers out there is, dogs, when you go in to pick them, just have it at the back of your mind that you have adopted a child from a children's home. And when you bring such child to the house, you feed the child, you take care of the child medication, you take the child to school. I mean, any basic necessity that that child needs, you make sure you provide them. If you are not able to provide all these things, then you are not qualified to go in to pick up such child from the children's home. So dogs, they are not just dogs for you to bring them so they survive on their own. They can't speak and they can't go out and hustle for their own food. It is you who went in to pick them, will be your responsibility to provide for these dogs. So if you think you are not ready to go in to pick up a dog, I would advise you to allow the dog to be there. So whoever that's ready to go and pick up the dog will do that.
Beautiful dog lovers. That's coming from the boss of Mr. Ezebil. Mr. Ezebil talked about appreciation. He talked about appreciation. Let me appreciate my people right here, the people behind the camera, Black behind the camera, doing an amazing job. And today I have my big brother. He's also behind the camera, the boss of GH Afrique TV. Senino, big shout out. So he's been a big inspiration. Most of the things that I do, whatever I do, is this boss man who taught me. Big shout out to Senino at the back of the camera and Black. So dog lovers, we're not done yet. We're going to speak to other boss men. Stick and stay.
I'm Dr. JC. I'm, let me say, a resident veterinarian with the Ezebil Enterprise. Yeah.
I know that when it comes to the checking of the dogs and all of that, you're the one who is going to check on them and all of that. So can you tell us some of the measures you'll be taking to prevent maybe some diseases and all of that?
Okay, so boarding is an important thing to do, especially with the dogs and leaving them behind. Okay, but then for the sake of checks too, we have to make sure the dogs are in good health before they come here, because it's a totally different environment altogether. Dogs usually may have one issues here and there because of change of environment. So usually the most important thing is to check the vaccination records. We'll make sure it's up to date. If not, we get it done, we get it dewormed, and then most importantly, we give it a tick and flea tablet to make sure you see that the dog is coming to introduce ticks, or the dog will come down with ticks after here. So we have to do it before the dog enters, and of course some grooming. Then we can allow the dog to come in. It also comes with a health check, so that we agree with the owner that this is the state of your dog before entering into the facility, so that when you come the day of pickup, you confirm from the records that this is the status, and then we can find out that they are.
This is beautiful, dog lovers. This is coming from a health professional right here. Doc, how do you see the place?
Great. So it's a very beautiful facility. What I like about this place is it will encourage socialization within the dogs. It's very cool that way, so that they can get to know. Some people tend to have their dogs with them in apartments, locked up. Some don't even get a chance to meet other dogs. So I feel, in as much as it's a facility to keep your dog while you are away, it's also something to consider if you want to get your dog socialized, because as part of their routine in the morning, they are allowed to come out to do their business. They can get to interact with each other and all. And it's a beautiful place too as well. And I love the professionalism and everything. And when it comes to health too, you are safe. Yeah.
Okay, so dog lovers, we're still right here at Ezebil Training Facilities, and there's a boss man right here. Wow, that's the boss of Tiwoni Sam Dog's World, and he happens to be the big brother of Ezebil, the CEO of Ezebil Enterprise. And the boss man, as usual, is with his Belgian Malinois beauty right here. We're going to have a word or two with this boss man concerning this new boarding facility, or should I say pet hotel. This is beautiful. Mr. Sam and beauty right here. Wow, check out this beautiful Belgian Malinois right here. Wow, this is beautiful. Let me approach the boss man. Ooh. Boss man, welcome.
Thank you so much. Solo, you're always doing wonders. So Wonder, the Solo the Wonder Boy.
Nice one. Shout out to Wonder Boy.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Sam, you've gotten here, but then before I even speak to you, so that you tell us about how you see this boarding facility? Because it's your junior brother. A lot of people don't know. Your junior brother has set up this beautiful boarding facility. But before, there's not going to be a Mr. Sam without a display. Mr. Sam, do something for our viewers. Let me give you the microphone so that you can issue the command if it wouldn't inconvenience you.
Yeah, I'm okay. Okay. You to say. Tss. Okay, good. High five. Give me the other one. Okay. Pretty. Clap for me. Sit. Speak. Speak. Okay, stand. Back. Okay, play dead. Wake up. Spin. Let's go. Spin. Yes. Let's go. Spin. Let's go. Spin. Okay. All right, come here. In between, quickly. In between. Yes. Stay. Back. Okay, weave, quickly. Weave. Yes. Very good. Come on, let's go. All right, here. Stay. Roll. Let's go. No, roll. Let's go. Roll. Let's go. Roll. Come on, let's go. All right. Yes. Slowly. Let's do it well. Let's go. Yes. Let's go. Super girl. Come on, keep it up. Oh, wow. Super girl. Let's hear. Good. Let's go. No, stay. 6. Very good.
Nice one, dog lovers. Have a look at Beauty right here. This is beautiful. Amazing display from Beauty and the boss of Tiwoni Sam Dog's World. That's an amazing display, boss man, and it's great. And today we are glad to have you because your junior brother just unveiled a boarding facility. Boss man, how do you see this whole thing?
Wow, it's a dream come true. That's we are experiencing at the moment. Now, and I won't be surprised again that somebody who has the love for animals all from the scratch, mentored by somebody like me, is coming up with this. I can't explain how vibrant, how convenient, how reliable this dog hostel is going to be. Yeah. So it's an amazing thing, and I think, I'm not saying because he's my brother, but as a dog trainer, dog lover, raising somebody like him up and knowing what is in him, I know and I believe, also with my experience, we're going to team up and make sure we have a there will not be a dog facility that will challenge this. Yeah, the reason for me to tell you to bring yours is that, one, you see, there's a term in dogs, it says separation anxiety. Separation anxiety is a common issue in dogs, where a dog becomes distressed or anxious due to the absence of the owner. Now, when this thing happens, there are so many factors. One of the factors is as a result of, one, environmental factors, change of environment. Another one has to do with dog owner attachment. How has the dog been too attached to the owner? It's a factor. Okay, and the other one is maybe genetic factors. But let's look at the factors of, environmental factors and dog owner attachment factor. If you don't have the knowledge of why dogs go through separation anxiety, you wouldn't be able to help this situation. So if somebody is bringing a dog that is having so much attachment with the owner and is bringing it to your facility and you don't have the experience, how do you do it? So many things happen, and you look at some of the symptoms of separation anxiety. One could be destructive behavior, elimination, as wee anyhow, even though the dog is house trained, but the dog could be wee and poo-poo anyhow. So many things can come in, chewing and barking and all those things. Now, if you don't have the knowledge on this thing, somebody will bring a dog, the case will be worsened. So we have the antidote to separation anxiety. Now, let's come to the issue of certain things that you can look at a home or a hostel that should let you bring your dog there. Looking at the physical health of the environment. If I talk of physical health, I'm looking at the cleanliness of the environment. When the place is clean, you are going to prevent diseases, disease transmission, infectious diseases. All those things are going to be taken care of because the place is healthy. That's the cleanliness of the environment. Let's look at the the emotional well-being of the dog. Of course, if the place is comfortable, it's spacious, you look at the environment as the dog is going to have, the anxiety level the dog would have had will reduce. There will be no any physical harms because the place is spacious. There will not be any fighting issues. There's going to be a lot of socialization. Exercise is going to be produced because the place is spacious. Looking at security, and maybe let's talk about security and the secured nature of the environment. If the place is not secured, so we're looking at secured facility. If the place is not secured, you bring the dog, there's no wall, there's no gate. The dog's escape is gone. So you look at that part of it as well. That is the issue of security. Let's look at another aspect of security or safety. You must have someone who is knowledgeable in terms of veterinary doctor, a groomer, and he is a groomer, he is a trainer, he has a veterinary doctor who actually takes care of the dogs. So in that aspect too, we are safe. We also have another benefit of having a better home like ours, where we look at professional aspect of the dog training, as I mentioned earlier, dog training, grooming, and the love for the animals. This is the reason I would say that if I'm to recommend any dog hostel to someone in town, you see, let's look at something here. You are not just looking at the dog alone when we're talking of the anxiety, the separation anxiety. Owners also go through separation anxiety. Because if I bring my dog to an environment where I am not too okay and I'm traveling, what do you go through? Some people really have that love and care for their dogs to the extent that as he's leaving, when I went to the environment, it was a bit some way, so I don't even know how my dog is looking at. But when you come, we treat your dog as a human being, even though they are dogs. How you treat your dog at home, you might even be low in terms of the care than when you come to our place, because we understand the dogs and how they behave the way they do. Through that, you're able to have a very better environment for your dog. So we say that, see, I have a client who went, I think I said it some time ago, sent her dog for a boarding facility, like a hostel. And when she returned from her journey, the dog developed a different behavior altogether. And she told me, in fact, the dog had been possessed by evil spirits. And you see, now, no one in that environment is able to explain to her the behavioral issue that the dog has actually developed. The environment itself, they learn through imitation. So if you have a dog that is not barking and you bring it to an environment and the whole place is full of hey, by the time you come and pick the dog, you have a different dog behavior altogether. You are not going to look for a trainer to come and train that dog. But we are the trainers, and we are going to make sure that we ask you questions. What are the problems with your dog? We note them down. By the time you come back, some of those problems, if not all, depends on your stay away from your dog. By the time you come back, you have a better dog, better than what even you brought it. So we are very sure, and I've put myself on the line as a dog trainer. The facility is mine. and I'm not going to run away from all the responsibility. That anything that goes wrong here, I'm going to be pointed at it. This is you, and I'm going to play my professional role to make sure that with the support of all of you guys, we are going to have a better, and with time, this is going to be a small place for us to accommodate the dogs that will be coming, because we are looking at we are using the bigger spectacles to check on something, not just you having the dog to bring it. We are going to rescue actually dogs that have issues, that the owners are giving them away. And we have to make sure these dogs are well taken care of and giving it out to expatriates who may want to have dogs temporarily as they stay in Ghana, may not be long. And they will enjoy them. Because if we have something called rehabilitation. If a dog go through a certain behavior that is not being, controlled, and the owner say put it to sleep, we will go and pick up that dog, rehabilitate it, and give it a home that loves to keep the dog like that. So we're on the pipeline in making sure this, but this is the foundation of the whole show. We are on it. So that's all I can say. And I think the GH Dog TV and your contribution to this cause is not going to be, we're not going to fail you guys. No, we're going to make sure your time will not waste it. The effort that you are putting up, we shall harvest the success together. Yes. Yeah.
This is beautiful, dog lovers. Professional talk, technical talk, right here. The boss man is right here to support his junior brother, the boss of Ezebil Boarding Facilities and Ezebil Enterprise as well. He has a pet shop. He's a groomer. They train dogs. Pick the contact details on our screen if you want to bring your dogs to this boarding facility. So, dog lovers, this is what we have for you today on GH Dog TV. Today, we paid a visit to Ezebil Boarding Facilities, and I'm sure you loved it. You want to link up with GH Dog TV, pick the contact details on our screen. 055-328-4056. You're a breeder, I want to be on the show. You're a dog lover. You want us to visit your pet shop. You want to sponsor us, pick the contact details on our screen, and then you kindly subscribe to our channel if you are new for more exclusive and amazing dog content. My name is Solo One. You can call me the dog blogger. Catch you another time, and check out the boss of Tiwani Sam right there.
GH Dog TV, your number one TV for all dog lovers.